2017 Cowboys, we know they're just chock full of talent at every single angle. But let's talk about some of the reasons why they will or will not be playing in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis, don't you know? Sean, give us one reason why they will be.
Well, I'm going to say Dez Bryant. And I think for him, just staying on the field.
Okay.
And when you look at the last 2 years, he's only played 22 games. But I think the one thing that jumps out at me the last couple of years with Dez is it's really been, is it a catch or not a catch? All the big plays and all
Green Bay.
And some of the biggest moments, it just hasn't happened. And it's not because of ability, because Dez has it. It just hasn't worked out. He's been banged up. You know, he finally went through this offseason. He's healthy. He's going to show up. He has a whole offseason program. He's showing up. This is a big year for him. But I think not getting in the end zone has been a big factor for him, too. He's only had 11 touchdowns in the last 2 years. You know, a couple of years ago, he was leading the NFL.
Yeah.
So I think if and when he gets back to being the old Dez, now all of a sudden this offense is extremely dangerous because they have the best offensive line. They've got one of the best running backs. And Dak is really coming to his own.
All right, Baldy, former Dallas Cowboy. Why will America's team be in Super Bowl 52?
Well, a large part of what Sean just said, but I'll just add, just the offense. The cast almost returns in full. They got to find probably a left guard.
All right.
But if left guard is all they need to find to really complete this offense, it's all there. Cole Beasley led the team in receptions a year ago. Nobody seemed to really be able to cover him. Zeke was the league's leading rusher. And I just think when you have the leading rusher like that, you have to make the running game pay off. And that's where Dez Bryant comes in. You got to almost pick your poison against this offense. And if you come down there to try to stop Zeke, you should be able to go over the top a little bit more than they did a year ago and let Dez kind of pay it off.
Let's flip the coin just a little bit, if you guys don't mind, Sean. Why will they not be playing in Super Bowl 52?
Well, I'm going to pick up that answer lies in the last play of last season's game.
Okay.
And Dak Prescott went right down the field and took the lead. The lack of a pass rush is the reason why the Cowboys would not win a Super Bowl. And you just look at the talent alone. They thought they had a big pass rusher in Randy Gregory. Well, now he can't stay on the field. Now he's suspended. So now they don't even know what they have in him. They've had a couple of injuries along with some other defensive ends. And it showed up. It showed up in the biggest game of the season last year. They couldn't get pressure on Aaron Rodgers when they needed it. And that's what you have to have if you want to win that big game in the playoffs. What do you say, Bo?
Jerry Jones said they need a war daddy. We'll see what Taco Charlton could be that guy. I think the back end of this defense, the defense was gutted in certain areas, but when you lose J.J. Wilcox and Barry Church, they're two safeties, and you lose Brandon Carr and Mo Claiborne, you got to replace those. Now, they're replacing them with Nolan Carroll, free agent, coming from Philadelphia, and they have a lot of young players. Yeah. Tito Wutzia, Xavier Woods at La Tech. They've got some young guys, but how quickly can they kind of learn this scheme right now, fit in, and figure out how to play at this level? They've got a lot of new parts on that defense, and without maybe a great war daddy out there getting after the quarterbacks that takes two offensive linemen to go block them, this defense might be the reason why they can't win a Super Bowl.